Hi, welcome. Good afternoon. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria, and today it's really hot. It's 95 degrees in our house, and our air conditioning broke. And I'm not a hot yoga person, so the windows and doors are open. So sorry about the noise today, um, but otherwise it would be too hot for me. Okay, so today we have energizing and twisting class. So I love to make these accessible for all. But if you're able to support me, I'd really appreciate it. You can see all of the comments. You can see all of the descriptions and the comments under the video. Okay, so let's get started. We're just gonna sit up nice and tall, interlace our fingers, and get high, make wrists. Oh, hello, Alice and Suresh and Daisy and John and Abigail and Lily. Let's see. 96 degrees in Concord. Yeah, I think it's pretty hot here too. Just in the house, it was 95 when we started. So, hi Tracy, welcome. So if you know Ayurveda, I have pitta, so I get really hot and heated. So it's not good when I'm overheated. But let's see about the twisting class today. Maybe it'll help detox and energize me because I'm feeling kind of lethargic now. So let's twist. Hi Sylvia, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and close our eyes. And breathe deep into our belly. Connecting to our breath. So on the inhale, feel your belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. All right, let's inhale all the way up to your collarbones, and let's hold our breath for a few moments, resetting our stress levels here, opening the mouth and blowing it out. Two more times. Inhale, filling up, holding your breath. Open the mouth, blow it out. Last time. Inhale, filling all the way up. Hold your breath a little longer if it doesn't cause you stress. Lift your chest and take the sides of your neck back. Open the mouth, blow it out. And let's bring our hands in front of our hearts and drop our gaze. And we'll just take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal it in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, open your eyes and let's start on our backs. Okay, from here, we're just going to draw the knees into our chest and take your arms out to the side. Squeeze your knees together. If you have a block, you can grab it so that you can squeeze it and really feel those adductors turning on. And we're going to go ahead and twist here slowly, dropping your knees to the floor. Some of you won't be able to, and that's just fine. You just drop your knees wherever it will go. You notice your tight, deep, low back muscles. Side to side. Exhale as you come down. Exhale. Feel the spine start to mobilize into your low back. And you can release the block and you can kick the top leg straight. Kick the top leg straight. Let's do 3 more on each side. And last one on each side. And all right. And you're going to straighten the right leg. Interlace your fingers. Hi, Dan. Welcome. Interlace your fingers behind your hamstrings. And then see if you can straighten the left leg. So you want to take your right hip crease down a little bit and notice what it feels like to have your hips squared. So during class when we do twists, you want your hips to be level while you're doing the twists. So just try to have that muscle memory of what it feels like to have these square hips here. So you can just tune into your hamstrings, see how they're feeling. If you're able to pull it a little closer, go for it. And release other side. You can start with a bent knee here if you like. You can end with a bent knee also, depending on your flexibility here. Squeezing your inner thighs, pressing the left hip crease down, and maybe straightening both legs. And tuning into your hamstrings, your level hips. if you're able to bring it closer, go for it. And release. We're going to draw the knees in, and we're just going to come on up, cross our ankles, and come onto all fours. So spread your fingers wide. A little cat-cow here. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Drop your belly, look up. Round your back, tailbone under. Drop your belly, round your back. And then you can take your fingertips and bring them towards your knee. And do the same thing. Carpal tunnel muscle. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Bring your hands facing forward again. Let's take your right arm up. Make a fist in circles. And then thread the needle. Bring your head to the floor. And feel that twist. So isometrically drag your arm back towards you. If you want, you can straighten the left arm and straighten the left leg and lift it straight up. Maybe bring it forward and maybe drop your foot into your hands. Possibly taking the top hand behind you and rolling your shoulder back. And release. All right. And again, apologize for the background noise. Our air conditioning's broken if you came late. So it's like over 95 degrees in here. So let's do the other side. Bring your head to the floor. Maybe stretch your hand up. And maybe straighten the right leg. Lift it up and bring it forward. Maybe taking your hand and rolling it back. And release. Okay, let's come on to all fours. Bring your knees closer together, and we're going to take your left leg and your right arm. And just see if you can hover and hold it. If you want to pulse, you can pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe bring your elbow to the knee. Let's just do 8 today. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can turn to your right, a little twist, and grab your foot. Maybe kick it away. And release. Other side, so stretch your right leg back, lift it up. Opposite arm and leg, stretch. Option to pulse for 10. And then elbow to the knee, little dynamic core just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and turn to your right and to your left, sorry. Grab your right foot and kick it away. And slowly come on down to your belly. And we'll take your hands by your chest here. See if you can come up for Cobra, or if you prefer, come down to your forearms. For Sphinx pose. Roll your shoulders back. And take the back of your neck back. Go ahead and look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. And curl your toes, downward facing dog. And pedal your feet. Oh, hi, Roseanne. Did I say? Is it high lit? Bring your feet together. Right leg lift. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Left leg steps forward and circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. So you're going to take your, I'll mirror you. So take your left hand, my right, onto your hip. And then we're just going to side bend here. You can turn the heart and gaze up towards the ceiling. If you're more flexible, you can slide your hand down the side of your leg and open up. Back to center, lengthening up through the crown of your head, and then shift your weight, your hips over, turn the gaze up. Slide your hand down. And back to center. All right. So standing forward, circle the arms up. Exhale down. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's bend your left knee and twist to your right. And then we'll bend the right knee, twist to the left. And back to center. Let's take your right leg back, your left leg back. Lower to your belly, point your toes. Come up for Cobra. And downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Right leg steps forward, forward fold. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Find a Cobra or your favorite version of Cobra. Take the back of your neck back and maybe look up if it's okay with your neck. And downward dog. Right leg lifts. Let's bend it and stack it. Open up your hips. And bring it forward. Let's come on up for crescent pose. So root down through your feet. Try to balance. And then we're gonna hug a beach ball here. So if it's hard to balance already, you can stay here. If you have your balance, you're gonna add this twist. So turning to your right, nice and slow for 6, 5, 4, twisting to the right, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Extend the arms out and slowly tip over, left hand down, easy twist. You could bend the back knee to the floor, and we're going to come into side plank on your knees. Both knees are bent. Left elbow comes down. Lift your hips for a side plank. So lift up as high as you can. You can stay here or you can twist and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And slowly lower down and come on back to the center here. And press back to downward dog. Left leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Open up your hips. Look under the right underarm. And let's bring it forward. Come on up for crescent pose, high lunge. So root down through your feet. Get down as low as you're comfortable. Hi, Marosa. Welcome. Sorry it's loud today because our air conditioning broke and it's 95 degrees in here. So from here, you're gonna grab a imaginary beach ball. Keep the length up through the crown of your head. And only do this part if you're feeling balanced. Keeping the belly in, finding your twist. Nice, slow, controlled twist here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it steady. Extend the arms and then drop your hand down. Easy twists. Drop the back knee and bend your knees. We're coming down into side plank. Right forearm down. Lift up your hips. Get into your obliques. And again, you can stay here, lifting up your hips. You can feel the obliques turning on. If you want to work harder for your obliques, you're gonna twist and come up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it here and lower down. And come on to your knees. We're going to rock forward and bend your knees. So most people have to do this on your knees. If you're super strong, you can do this in straight legs. I'll show on the knees. So you're going to rock the eyes of your elbows forward. So you can do chaturanga, elbows come back, and the body is nice and strong. So don't let it flop. So no saggy backs here, elbows back. Just do 3, 2, and 1. Find your cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. You're going to bring it forward and drop the back knee down into low lunge. Interlace your fingers and let's bring your hips forward. So feel those left hip flexors stretching. You're going to take your right hip back. And we're going to come into a twist here. So left arm comes up. You can either drop your hands down and twist, or you can take your elbow past your knee and find a deeper twist here. Namaste your hands. And if you have it in you, you can press down through your back foot to lift up your knee. Some of you can open the arms, or some of you might have a backwards spine practice. Oh. Sometimes it's not there, sometimes it's there. Go ahead and step it back. Nice strong plank. Let's lift your right leg up. See if you can lift the left arm. Left leg, right arm. Just for a quick moment, come on down. Find your cobra. And downward facing dog. Open the window, please. Left leg up. We're going to bring your knee in. Plant it forward. Come on to the back knee for low lunge. Interlace your fingers. And we're going to scoop our heart forward. Bring our hips forward. Okay. Right arm up. And again, level 1, you're right here. Just drop your hand and twist. Any twist is fine. So if you want to go deeper, you're going to bring your elbow past your knee here. Really get into there. Namaste your hands. See if you can touch your thumb on your heart. The heart on the thumb. And maybe come up off the back knee if you have your balance. Some of you can open the arms. Some of you can do a backwards bind here. Whew. That's a deep twist. So when you twist, you squeeze all the internal organs, and then when you release, then all the blood gushes in. That's why it's called detox, when you do a lot of twists. All right. So now we're going to come on down. Let's take a puppy pose. So keep your hips over the knees, and you're going to just bring your forehead down. So if you prefer child pose, you can do that too. Otherwise, bring your head down and your chest towards the floor if you can. All right, and release. Spread your fingers wide and come on up for a downward dog. So feet together, right leg lifts. You're gonna bend it, stack it, and you have the option to come onto the edge of your standing leg and then the ball of your right leg and lift your hips as high as you're comfortable. For a wild thing, maybe even do a mudra, forefinger and thumb. And release. Flip it back. Three-legged dog. Bring it forward. Spin the back heel down for warrior one. Come on up. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring your left elbow over the right for eagle arms. Lift your elbows, hands away from your face. And then from here, we're gonna swoop the back foot forward, lift up, try to balance. See if you can cross your foot over for eagle legs. So just one over the other, or you can twisty tie your foot if you're more advanced. Sit your hips down, lift your elbows up. So if you can't do that, don't worry, you can just do this. Just tap your foot somewhere on the floor or on a block. And release. Come on up and shake it out. All right. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let's take our hands to the floor. Let's just step the right leg straight back. Let's come into warrior one on the other side. Take your right elbow over the left for eagle arms. Lift your elbows, hands away from your face. We're going to swoop into eagle. So just put all the weight in the left foot and see if you can bring your leg straight up, across and over. Maybe twisty tie and come on down. Sink your hips, lift your elbows, steady and strong. 3, 2, and 1. And shake it out. All right. Let's roll the shoulders back. Scoop them forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Let's take your right leg forward. Right leg forward for warrior one. One more time here. We're going to straighten the front leg. Hinge forward from your hips as far as you can. And then grab your ankle or anywhere along your leg here. And turn. Roll your left shoulder back. Come into triangle pose. Regular triangle first. Then we'll move into a reverse triangle. Okay, we're gonna bring both hands either down to the floor. You can step the back foot closer if you need to. So you're going to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold over the front leg so you feel your hamstring stretching. Try lifting the front toes and rocking onto the heel. Taking that right hip back and then lower it down. And we're just going to pulse a little. I like to pulse to feel those hamstrings softening. Let's do 10 more. And hold here. If you want to walk your hands back for Parsvottanasana, you can. And then we'll come into a revolved triangle. So you can bring a block on either side of your foot here. Okay, you can come up. Actually, let's come up, hands under your shin. Take your right thumb and your right hip crease and just push it back. So like when I was saying how you level your hips. So level your hips. And then from your left hand on your shin, you can slide it down to either side or on a block. As the right hand, just go ahead and rotate the elbow up, rotate your shoulder back. So rotate the whole chest to the right. Extend the arm up and find your revolved triangle. And release. All right, step it back. Lower to chaturanga, cobra up dog, and downward dog. Inhale through the nose and out the mouth. Left leg lift. Oh, bend it, stack it, rock onto the edge of your standing leg, the ball of your left leg. Wild thing, lift up your hips as high as you're comfortable, and then come back to three-legged dog. And let's bring it forward. Spin the back heel down for warrior one. Then you're gonna straighten the front leg for triangle pose. You're gonna hinge forward as far as you can. Grab your ankle or your shin and twist. And then both hands come down. If you need to make a shorter stance, go for it. Feet closer together. And then you can lift the front foot. Set it down gently and take that left hip back and fold over the front. Little pulses, feeling your hamstrings turn on. And pause. Lift and lengthen your chest forward. Left hand right under your shin. You can take your left hip crease back. And then left hand on your back, and you're just going to turn your whole chest to the left for your revolved triangle. You can slide your hand to the outside edge of your foot. It's the full pose. Or you can bring it on your ankle or on a block on either side. Keep taking that left hip back. Keep drawing your belly in. So keep your hips level. and release. Step forward, and we're going to come on down. All right. So I just got you can pad up your knees or use a blanket. We're going to kneel down here. Keep your toes curled under, so all those twists kind of prime you up for a nice back bending. Your spine is nice and primed. So we're going to do Ustrasana or camel now. So from here, you just lift up through the crown of your head, and you can try to lengthen the front body here as you open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, and hands on your low back. Elbows point behind you. And you might even just stay here as your chest opening Ustrasana today. If you can go a little further, maybe you can come to your raised heels here. And chin is still at the chest. Or you might be able to bring your hips forward over your knees again. And then let your neck fall back, your head fall back. And then slowly bring your hands back on your back and your head comes up last. And we'll do that one more time. If you really didn't like that pose, you can lay on your back and do the bridge pose we did in a warm-up. Okay, so we'll do one more here. So again, coming back to your feet, bringing your hips forward. Hands to your low back and slowly come on up. And release. And let's come on down. Okay, let's take your right leg forward. And spin the inner thighs back. Lift and lengthen. Left arm comes up and towards the outer edge of your foot for Janu Shirshasana. Fold forward. Forehead towards your shin. And release. We're going to stomp your foot straight down. And we're just going to twist. So we're going to hug your knee and twist. If you like to go deeper, you can certainly go deeper. You can also jump your foot over to the other side and bring your elbow past your knee. Lengthen out. And release. Now I'm going to rock onto the edge of my right foot. Press the right hand behind you. Lift the hips up, kind of like side plank. And then set it back down. And then I'm resting on the right hip bone here. I'm going to press into the inner knee. Press it out and look over my right shoulder. and release. And we'll do the other side. Left leg is straight. Bend the inner thighs back. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Forehead towards the shin. So filling your hamstrings and also the lower right part of your hip. The back. Lower right back. Come on up. And I'm going to stamp my foot straight down and turn. Just hug your thigh first. As you reach your right hand behind you and twist. And then option to stamp over. You can shift your foot over to the corner if you like. Lift and lengthen, and then maybe a deeper twist. And release. So again, rocking onto the edge of my straight leg, pressing the left hand down, rocking onto the left hip like you're doing side plank, and then pressing that right knee out and looking over the left shoulder. And then if you have blocks, you can grab them. I'm going to try to. I think that I'll be okay for the next 10 minutes. Let's try double pigeon. Left shin parallel to the top of your mat, and then take the other shin over it. So if your leg is up really high, you can put a block, a pillow under that. Try to dorsiflex your feet so the toes, it's the opposite of pointing, it's dorsiflexing. So if this doesn't work for you, you can either put the front leg forward like this, or you can just go into our regular pigeon. But it's nice to get different variations of hip stretches, right? So you're gonna inhale, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then exhale. You just come forward as far as you're comfortable. So you might need a lot of props if you're really tight in your hips. You might need some fists, stacking one over the other. I don't know about you, but this class so far has energized me because I was lethargic, ready to I can't cancel, but I was just so lethargic, wondering how I was going to get through the class with the 95-degree heat in here, and I'm really hot-blooded, so I made it. Yes, yoga is medicine, guys. Forehead to your chin, forehead to your block. I think I sweated out all those detox. As you get more open, you can remove layers and come lower if you're able to. Good. And release. And we are going to have our feet parallel to each other, hands behind us. We're just going to swish windshield wipe side to side for a moment. Then we're going to just lift your sternum up. Take the back of your neck back and maybe even drop your head back. And we'll do the other side. So now I'll bring my right shin at the bottom, left shin on top, dorsiflexing my feet. Lift and lengthen, and then fold forward. So if you need your props, please use them. Marosa says yoga is her medicine too. Yes. It's really cool how we can just come into these yoga poses and it just changes your mood. I mean, like for me, I just went from lethargic to now I feel like really good. So it's just, it works. Come on down if you can. Oh, I remember when I just had a baby and I was pregnant with the second one and I was very hormonal. So I was like irritated and agitated. And then both my husband and my daughter told me, Mommy, go to yoga. Because they know it works. So, and of course it does work. So then when you do yoga, you're in a better mood. And then you go home to your family and you're nicer to your family. And it's just like you're nicer to the clerk at the store. So, we do our part here in our own bodies. And then hopefully it'll be like a domino effect, right? So that's what we're hoping for here. So here you can lift again like this, or you can do fingers facing out with nice pressing down and lifting up for a reverse tabletop. Come on down. All right. And then let's take the last few moments for inversion practice. I know some of you have inversions. So Rash, Abigail, you can use your inversion chair if you want to. And then the rest of us, if you don't have a practice, that's fine. You can just do this as an inversion. You get the benefits of an inversion just lifting up your legs like this. If you're tired, you can even go against a wall. This is not that sturdy, but I'll just show you as an example. Up against the wall. Sometimes if you can't sleep, I just like turn my body around in the bed and just put my legs up the bedpost, the headboard, and then like within a few minutes I'm like, so there's your medicine again. Just slowing down everything and reversing the circulation. You can do this, or you can do your shoulder stand. So stay in your own inversion. I'm going to do my inversion, which is a headstand, just for a minute. Sometimes all it takes is a minute. Ooh. So if you're in shoulder stand, you can do halasana, which is bringing your feet over your head. You don't have to, but you can. And then we will come on down. So laying on the floor, let's go ahead and sit on our hands, lift up our sternum, and do a fish pose. Or if you like, you can do happy baby pose. So bring your knees away from each other and grab onto the inner or outer arch of your feet. If you can't reach your feet, you can grab the back of your hamstring. Try to stamp your low back into the floor. Grab your big toes, maybe straighten, and then come into your final resting pose in Shavasana. Inhale, and then go ahead and turn your head all the way to the left. Exhale through the mouth to release the tension on one side of your neck. Inhale back at center through the nose, and then exhale as you turn your face over to the right through the mouth. And you can stay in Shavasana if you like. I'm going to roll over to one side and close out the class in a comfortable seated position. So we're just going to raise our arms out, flip them around, palms facing up, to receive all the good the universe has to offer today. Hands in front of our heart center. As we press our hands into our heart center and smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here with me in the virtual world. Sorry about all the noise. Again, 95 degrees inside, no air conditioning. My husband says he's got an air conditioning repairman coming tomorrow, so it should be normal again for our next broadcast, our next live, which will be on Sunday at 5 p.m. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and send it to your friends, or share my channel with friends. Thank you so much. Be safe until next time. Stay cool. Bye.